What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Smoking Gas Barbecue. And I just got recently asked by a good buddy of mine to do a brisket, but not just any old brisket. We're gonna be doing something for the average Joe, the very locals in the neighborhood, and we're gonna be doing something called the Walmart Select. I said it correctly, Select brisket. We're gonna tenderize it, we're gonna smoke it, we're gonna barbecue it, we're gonna give it the best we can give it to make it juicy, tender, and moist, and we're gonna give it that great bark, guys. So stick around, I'm gonna show you how to do it, guys. So we're gonna take a trip real quick to Walmart and let's see what they got. So stay tuned. So let's take it out of the package. Again, this is a Packard brisket from Walmart, and just be careful when you're taking it out. You want to leave all this excess blood inside the bag. All right, guys, so we just cleaned up the board and everything else, and just I used some paper towels to damp off some of that excess blood from the back and the front. So the cardinal rule is always to leave a 1/4 inch of fat on the brisket. So this is a Walmart brisket. It's a select version of a brisket. It's not prime, it's not choice, it's not where it goes. Now I'm not going to go into the entire trimming of the fat cap right here video, because that's going to take too long. That extra fat that you see right here is not going to be able to render down, so you want to get rid of that as much as possible. All right, guys, so I trimmed it up as much as possible and squared it up as much as possible. As you can see, the grain is running this way, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off a piece of the end, either this side or this side, to indicate where I want to cut my my brisket flat later on once I finish cooking it. So let's do that right now. All right, guys, so I got my injector ready and I already filled it up. And again, we're using some Campbell's beef Consommé as our injector for this select style brisket from Walmart. So I'm going to use a checker light style pattern to inject this, and this is going to be some easy, simple process. All right, guys, now as you can see, some of the injection from the beef Consommé has come to the surface. So I'm just going to rub it in and act as a binder. All right, so we're going to flavor this up with some rubs, and we're going to use the Montreal steak seasoning from McCormick. Always shake the bottle before you apply your rub, and then we're going to hit it finally with some javachop house. Oh man, this stuff is amazing and flavorful from the Pitfalls brand. We're gonna turn this baby on and take it to the smoke setting. Always open your lid, guys. Always open your lid, and if you have a smokestack, open that too. And once you see smoke come out of the cooking chamber, we're gonna close the lid and let it come up to temp. So we're gonna shoot for 250 degrees. And that's gonna be our target temperature. We're gonna let that smoke this brisket. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Let us smoke this brisket up. And also, guys, we let this marination take effect for about a good half an hour to an hour, so the brisket can come up close to room temperature as much as possible before we put it in. This gonna ensure a faster cook versus trying to cook it from a freezing point of type of temperature. So, hey buddy, you ready for some brisket? I think it's telling yes. You ready for some brisket, buddy? Boo boo, you ready for some brisket? That was a yes, y'all. Y'all see the head nod? That was a yes. All right, buddy, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. All right, guys, so our pit balls has come up to temp, and we're about to open the lid. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna put that brisket on. Before we do that, guys, we gotta spray it with some good old canola oil. Look at that, guys. Ooh, baby. At this point, what you want to do, stretch that brisket out as much as possible, because the way you put it in is the way it's going to come out. So what we're going to do is basically, you know, let this smoke for about a good 1 hour. And that 1 hour is going to flavor our brisket up. And what's going to do is add some color. Once we get to that 1 hour process, we're going to spritz it with some beef consommé and beef broth. And we're going to continue to spritz it each and every single hour from that point on, just to ensure moisture is retained. But for now, I just want the smoke flavor to penetrate that brisket, and it's gonna be cooking for about 1 hour at 250 degrees, and that's gonna be in Fahrenheit. 1 hour in, and we're maintaining just about 250. Let's take a look at that. Wow. She is looking pretty, guys. Time to add our probe, guys. So I'm just basically using a regular probe, and this made by Tenergy. All right, guys. So as you can see, it's on, and we're gonna put this baby in. All right. So currently we're at 102, and we're shooting for a target temperature of 160, 165. That's where, as you can see at the bottom, that's what I'm shooting for to pull my brisket off, and then we're gonna wrap it with some butcher's paper. All right, guys, second hour has gone by. We're still at 240, 250, and let's check this brisket out, baby. Oh yeah, look at that, sexy. We are at 136. And again, our target temperatures is 165 for that stall zone. And once we get to that particular target temperature, we're gonna pull it off the grill and wrap it with some butcher's paper. And then we're gonna place it back on the pit ball so it can finish up with its magic. Wow. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Pretty as she can be. Alright, so we're going to continue spritzing it a little bit. And we're going to let this go until we get to 165. There she is, guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Alright, guys, so we're about to pull this off, and you know, my suggestion to you guys who are doing briskets, you know, and once you get to the stall zone, or even when you finish pulling it off, do not use any tongues. Always use some insulated gloves to protect the bark. Take a look at that, guys. All right, the only thing I'm gonna add, a little bit of liquid butter. This is gonna help produce another layer of profile, or flavor profile I should say, and this is going to be unique and awesome. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit more seasoning, and we're going to finish it off in the pit balls. All right, guys, so we're gonna take this back on the grill and let us do its magic until we reach an internal temperature of 205. We'll place our probe back in there. Just to let you know, guys, we're back at the 165 mark, which is beautiful. I'm gonna take you around, and we're gonna crank this baby up to 300 degrees. That's going to help us punch right through that stall. All right, guys. And I want to show you a little trick here. Now, when your hopper get to that particular, you know, almost like a well, you want to push that pellet down that we're using today, so it can be even and it can fall evenly. It's time for the dreadful 2 hours of resting. I hate this part. I hate it with all my guts, but we gotta do it. Oh man. That looks phenomenal. That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm in love. She's gorgeous. So let's separate the flat from the point. And it should just cut just like butter. Wow, look at that. Easy cutting. Oh man. Here's the indentation of where we make the mark earlier when we first trimmed this up. And this is gonna allow us to see where the, you know, grooves are and the grains are, so we can cut against the grain. Look, you see the jiggle? Look at that, guys. Look at that. You can see the juices. Ooh, baby. Let's do the bend test. Oh yeah. And look, it's not even falling apart. And as you can see, there's a nice little smoke ring. And look at all that glistening going on this. Look at that, baby. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Walmart Select Brisket. Wow. Alright guys, so it's time to do the taste test. This is the brisket flat. Like I said, a little bit of smoke ring. Take a look at that. Moist, flavorful. You know this is the lean. That's some good brisket. Look at the smoke ring on this, guys. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Look at that. Oh man. Better get a nice bite. This is the point. This is what they call it, moist. This is phenomenal. Oh man, very flavorful. You can definitely taste the Montreal steak seasoning with that Pitfalls javachop seasoning. Oh man, perfect combination, guys. I'm stuffed. That was some good brisket. Oh man, who would have thought? Walmart Select Brisket. I just had dinner with the family. I mean, it was amazing. It was tender. It was juicy. It was moist. We hit that smoke ring effect. And the best thing of all, it was very flavorful. Oh, man. That was a phenomenal brisket that was done on a Pitfalls Austin XL. The purpose of doing this video is to show you guys, you know, the average Joe, the average backyarder, to go get a brisket from Walmart and just make it flavorful and just add some simple ingredients to make it the best you can. I mean, guys, I inject my brisket. You don't have to do that. You can just add some salt and pepper and do it Texas style, and it will be just as good, guys. But I like to add flavor because I'm a flavor profile guy. So, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button right now if you haven't subscribed yet, which is right there at the bottom. And share this video with all your family and friends. Like I said, Walmart Select Brisket. Who would have thought it would be so moist, so juicy, so tender, and so flavorful. Done on a Pitfalls Austin XL, guys. And guys, till we meet again, this is Smoking Jazz Barbecue.